Thank you very much for joining me. I suppose I'll start off with what brings you to Singapore.
I'm here to support my mate, but also, obviously I'm supporting the team, but a lot of fans were gutted that I wasn't going to be out here and they were coming out to see me, so I thought I'd show my face here still, unfortunately I had to push the fight back, but I'm still here.
It's funny, right, because I remember sort of over the last few fights you started saying, like, I want to have fun with this, I want to go to places in the world I haven't been to and stuff like that. So you didn't get to fight in Singapore, but you are going to France, which I think, I don't know if you've ever been there before.
Yeah, I haven't been to Europe, so...
Europe at all?
No, none. I can see you have. But
once or twice, actually, yeah.
But one of the biggest perks to working with the UFC, being an international fighter, is traveling internationally, fighting internationally. So to be a part of history, and fighting in France and getting to do Europe, I cannot wait.
Stereotypically, not a lot of people like the French. I'm curious of your opinion on them, if you have one at all.
Like anybody else. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really interacted with many. It seems like just reaching for me to make a consent.
Well, I'm English, so that's basically what I'm trying to do.
Decision on the whole of France, especially when I have to go there soon. It's like, they're all right. They're all right.
Do you have anything like touristy that you want to do after the fight or even before, like that you have got in mind?
It depends if I can get my wife there. If I can get someone to look after my kids and I can take my wife, then yeah, definitely. I'll hopefully do a couple of things. If I can't get someone to look after my wife and I'm there by myself, then probably not.
You look after your kids, not look after your wife.
I can't enjoy anything if my family's not part of it. Like if I'm going out to see the Eiffel Tower and by myself, I'm not going to enjoy that. It's only cool if I get to go, how cool is that? And
it's also not very romantic. It's meant to be the city of love if you're there on your own as well.
Mate, 4 kids says I love her. I'm still here.
Fair point. What do you think of Marvin Vettori as an opponent? He's kind of a quirky guy, I think it's safe to say, as a person, but as a fighter, what do you make of his ability?
I don't know him as a person, but as a fighter, he's just tough as nails. He'll go out on his shield, and he's got a well-rounded skill set, and he wins a lot. You got to give him that respect, and I do. That's why I had to push the fight back, because I couldn't give him a full camp, and now I have a full camp, and he's going to get the best of me.
Sometimes in the past, when we've seen a guy come up against a champion and lose twice, they would say, oh, okay, it's time to change division and stuff like that. You've mentioned 205 in the past, but you didn't make that move. I'm curious, what made you stay at 185? Is it just to get back at Israel? Was it just to think, no, this is where I'm at? What was the thought process?
I want to get back at Israel. I want that third fight. Especially the way that second fight went, I want that fight with him, and mate, I'm good at middleweight.
I'd agree with that.
I'm good at middleweight. I think I will test the waters at 205 one day, but I'm gonna give it one last dig. I'm gonna give it one last run at him, and I think the best is still to come.
You're like a pretty down to earth sort of guy, so I think you can kind of see what happens. There are a few contenders coming up for him now. Sean Strickland's starting to make a name. They've obviously got st-pierre there now. Do you just sort of think to yourself, well, all I have to do is just keep knocking off the contenders, and eventually they're going to have to call me for a third time?
Yeah, when there's nobody else to fight, then they're going to call me up, and that's the plan. That's always been my plan. I'm just going to smash anybody they put in front of me, and I'll get that fight. It's just a matter of when.
Do you think it'll be Israel, or will it be Cannonier that you end up getting back at?
Mate, I think it's a tricky fight to think, because Cannonier can do it, but I think Israel's going to put him through his paces. I think he's great at controlling the distance and the space and using his reach to the best to its best advantage. So Cannonier can definitely do it, but he may have to come in differently than he has been in the last couple of fights. But wait and see.
Thanks, Rob, and sorry, France.
No.
Because I tried to make you talk shit, not because you talk shit.
I like France. You guys are all right. Just like Australians are all right. Just like everybody's all right.